Phew, it's in good condition. Nice. Hey everyone, welcome back. First, I just want to say thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers and for all of the sweet comments and all the likes and just all of the support. Like, I was not expecting all of that so soon, so I just wanted to say thank you. That's really exciting. I also wanted to add that if any of you have suggestions or ideas for future videos, or like what kind of content you want to see from me, please feel free to comment. I am totally open to suggestions and I really want to hear what you guys want to see or what you guys think. Also, I want to mention that I'm sorry if this video looks weird to you now. I realized that in my last 2 videos my clips were like mirrored, and so everything in the background or me, I probably all looks kind of weird now. So I apologize for that. For today's video, I have basically been collecting the Final Fantasy VII game series over the past few months. And by the game series, I mean anything within the Final Fantasy VII universe. There is one exception to this. I did not get the Dirge of Cerberus game. I've seen a few clips of that game, and I just don't think that it's one I want to spend money on. I've heard that it's not the best. It doesn't look that great, if I'm being honest. I guess I might get that game later on. I didn't even look at how expensive it was, but I just knew that it probably wasn't something I was gonna play, and so I decided to omit it from this list. But we'll see later. We'll see. I'm gonna be showing these games in order of release date, not in the order that I got them. Like I said, I've been getting these like over the past few months, and so I guess we better start. Wow. First game I got is the original Final Fantasy VII. This game is so amazing. I think that a lot of people think that this is a pretty popular one. Pretty popular. I think that this one is a misprint. I think that most of the copies that were sold came in like a green case, and I'll try to show a picture of that, but I was reading online about how this one, or like all the listings I looked at, said this black one was technically a misprint, which is weird because I like the black one a lot better than the green one. I've only played this on my Switch so far, and then like a little bit of the intro on my PSP. I'm not completely finished with it yet. I think I have like a 1/4 of the game left on my Switch. I'm kind of just been taking it slow. I haven't really been trying to like grind and finish it in any amount of time, but I really love it. I'm so excited to have this original copy. I was having trouble finding one that was in great condition. A lot of them were really scratched up. A lot of them had like gunk on the cases, or they were like missing a disc. This one is actually in really good condition. A lot of these games that I show, I already have digital copies of, but these games are so important to me that I just wanted to have physical copies of my own for my own collection. But yeah, this game is amazing. I'm so happy that I'm playing it. I'm so happy that I was able to get this. It didn't come with a manual, which is the only thing that was a downside of this, but I think I got it for a pretty good price. I really hope this is in the correct order. I'm pretty sure it is, but next I got Crisis Core, the original. If I didn't mention already, I got this one off of eBay. I think I forgot to say that. I got this one off of eBay. I also got this copy off of eBay. This one was actually the cheapest of the bunch. It's also in very good condition compared to some of the ones I saw. Crisis Core, I have not played the original one. I have played a bit of Crisis Core Reunion. I'll get into that in a little bit. I'm so sorry if you can hear my floor creaking. I just realized I'm standing on like a creaky floorboard. I'll try to edit that out. Basically, yeah, I do already know everything that happens in this game technically, and in all of the games, but I've never played the original, so I'm excited to finally have this. Yeah, I know Crisis Core is like a little bit of a... Some people hate it, some people love it. I personally really love Zack's story. I love Zack as a character, and so I'm really glad to have this copy of the first edition. This one did come with its manual too, which I'm very happy about. The next game that I got is the original FF7 remake for the PS4. I was not planning on getting this version of it. but I had come across a few while looking for the PS5 version that were just pretty cheap and they were in pretty good condition. So I was like, you know what? I think it'd be nice to have a copy of the very original version of this game instead of just the upgraded version on the PS5. So I got it for pretty cheap. It is in very good condition. Comes with its little, I don't think this is a manual anymore, but it comes with like the little booklet in here. FF7 Remake is one of my favorite games of all time. This whole game series is one of my favorites of all time. This I actually played before the original. I know a lot of people started with the original when they were younger, and then they got to play Remake. I started backwards. I played this, and now I am obsessed with it, and I'd like to play with the rest of the games. This one does have scratches on it though, on the back. The front looks pretty good, but the back does have a few scratches, but they're not super noticeable, so that's okay. But yeah, really happy to have this. I got it off of eBay. I don't know if I said that yet. I haven't gotten everything here off of eBay. They're a little more interesting than that, don't worry. This is the next one. I say this with a certain tone because this guy was hard to get. Even for a used copy, you usually have to pay $100 or more for the PS5 version. This thing is not anywhere. I mistakenly hoped and thought that I would end up finding a stray copy of this somewhere in my area. So I ended up going to Best Buy. I went to Target, I went to GameStop, I went to Walmart, I went to a local video game store, nothing. I also called basically all of the GameStops in my state, or at least the ones that were like a few hours away that I could actually go to, and nothing. Like, this game is not anywhere. Basically on eBay, you're gonna be paying a lot, even for a pre-owned version of this. I took to Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is very interesting. It's a very, just interesting platform all around. I have many things to say about Facebook Marketplace. Basically, I found a lot of listings for this game. Maybe not a lot, but enough to the point where I could have bought one of them. And maybe more than half of the people that I inquired, the sellers did not respond, or they would read my message and not respond. I have the hardest time getting people to respond to me on Facebook Marketplace, and I don't know why. I don't just ask like the generic, is it still available prompt. I usually ask about the condition of the item. I ask if they're willing to ship. So I usually am just asking questions, and they will sometimes not even see my message, or they'll just ignore it. I actually did order one successfully off of Facebook Marketplace. I say successfully, but it didn't go through. I basically found a copy that was used, that was in really good condition, that was buy it now, like the seller was willing to ship it to me right off the bat. And so I ordered it. The seller didn't answer me like at first. I think I like asked them a question about it, but I was just like, hey, I'm just gonna buy it. A couple days later, I see that my order is just canceled. The seller did not tell me why. They didn't send me a message. My money, luckily, was just sent back to my account, but I did not know what was going on. So I messaged the seller. I was like, hey, is there something wrong? I see my order was canceled. And the guy was like, haha, LOL, sorry about that. I had already sold it, and I just didn't take the listing down. And I was like, okay, that's a bummer. In my head, I was thinking, were you even gonna tell me? Like, were you gonna message me? Like, so I've had quite the experience trying to track this thing down. A lot of sellers that would tell me they couldn't ship, which I also don't really understand. And then again, a lot of sellers ignoring me, reading my messages and just not responding, until finally I found Jimmy. Shout out to Jimmy on Facebook Marketplace for selling this to me. As soon as I saw this listing marked as Final Fantasy V for the PS5, I knew, I was like, this person doesn't know what they're selling. They don't know the value of what they're selling, which works for me as a buyer. And so Jimmy was very kind the whole time. He responded pretty quickly compared to the other sellers. He went through the trouble of changing his listing for me. Actually, he had to delete his listing and make a whole new one just for this so that he could ship it to me through Facebook Marketplace because Facebook was not letting him change the listing for whatever reason. But yeah, Jimmy was super nice. He was willing to go through all that trouble of shipping it out to me. And here it is, I got it. I mean, I spent hours looking for this thing. I know I gave like a very simplified version, but I was messaging so many sellers. I was looking on so many different platforms. I kind of just gave up on eBay because I was like, I'm not paying over $100 for a used copy of this. I think I ended up paying around 60, maybe 64, including shipping. So I got a pretty good deal on this, and I'm very happy to have it in my collection. It still has the code in it. I did not ask him if the code was used already, but at this point, that's okay. I have the Yuffie DLC on my PS5 digitally, so this one's in pretty good condition. It does have like a few like tiny little nicks right here, but overall, I'm very happy to have this, and I'm very lucky too. A lot of people are looking for this right now. I don't know why they didn't print like just a few more with FF7 Rebirth out and like new, and everybody like the excitement all around this game, but I don't know. Next game I got was Crisis Core Reunion for the PS5. You saw me unbox it in the intro. Not unbox it, unwrap it. This one's in pretty good condition. Actually, this one's in really good condition. Crisis Core, I have the digital version of this again. I played through half of this game and I got stuck on one of the bosses. I got stuck so bad. I could not beat him no matter what I did. I tried going back and like grinding and leveling up, still couldn't beat him. I tried switching the game mode to easy, and they don't have an easy mode for this like they do with Remake, which is kind of silly. Sometimes I am not skilled enough for bosses and I need a little bit of easy mode to help me out. Anyways, I hope to finish this someday. Again, I already know everything that happens in this game. I'm one of those people that I like to watch the cutscenes of games, or I like to watch other people play through these games. This one I also actually got off of Facebook Marketplace. It was not nearly as hard to find this one. I think I got it for like $30, $35. This one's also becoming a little bit more rare, though not as rare as Intergrade. And the lady who sold this to me, I was her first buyer. She was super nice. She was, again, willing to change her listing or like delete her old one and make a new one because Facebook was not letting her change the shipping option. So I'm really glad that I found some nice people and some great sellers on Facebook. Again, before I had messaged a bunch of sellers about this game and half of them that just did not respond. But I have it. It's all good. Actually, I just remembered something. I actually saw a copy of this. I'm pretty sure it was a PS5 copy at my local GameStop while I was searching for Intergrade, but at the time I was not really worried about getting this one yet. I was like so focused on finding Intergrade, and so I think I could have gotten it right then and there. I don't really know how much it was, but I think I probably still got a better deal on this one. Last but certainly not least, I have FF7 Rebirth. I don't know why this is still sealed. I'm not like a sealed game collector by any means, so I think I just was waiting to take this out of the package. There we go. I already have this digitally. Again, I've been playing a lot of it lately. I've actually been downright obsessed with it. But I was thinking I didn't want a repeat with this of what happened with Intergrade. I didn't want this to become so hard to find someday that I have to go do all that again. And so I pre-ordered this off of Best Buy. Pre-ordered it off of Best Buy and did not get a steelbook. I'm a little bit disappointed with that. I actually went on Best Buy and saw that this game had like really low reviews, and I was like, what? Like, this game is amazing. And then I realized that it was a bunch of people that were upset because they didn't get a steelbook, which Best Buy had promised them. I would have loved to receive it, but I don't think I'm gonna go out of my way to complain on Best Buy or anything. I'm just happy to have the copy of this game. I've been super obsessed with it. One of the best games I've played, honestly. I don't even know what to say right now. Can we just look at this? Like, look at how beautiful that art is. First impressions, amazing. It just makes me love the characters, especially the new ones coming in, joining your party for this amazing journey. It just makes you care about them so much, and I don't understand what magic formula they use to do that. The The open world is amazing. It's really fun. It's not just some empty open world like Final Fantasy 15 was, which I really appreciate because I love open world games, and I love it when they're actually interesting and full of quests and full of things that you can collect as opposed to just things that you get to look at. I've kind of just been ignoring like all my other consoles and literally everything else to play this game. I still have not finished it. I already know everything that happens, so there's no spoilers for me, but I'm loving this game. I highly recommend it if you're thinking about getting this one. The story is a little confusing, especially if you have not played the first one, or if you don't know anything about Final Fantasy VII and its whole story or its lore. I'm one of those people that, like, when I like a game like this, I watch theories on it, I watch other people just gush about this game. Basically, I watch a lot of informational videos on the story surrounding this game. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. I feel like I always have a ton more to say about games, and then when I start recording, I can't think of anything. I have notes, but they're not really helping me right now. Anyways, I'm super thankful that I have all of these copies now. I'm glad to have them in my collection. Again, like I said, these games are like one of my favorites. Like, it's my favorite series really of all time, and I'm so glad that I was able to find these all in good condition and for reasonable prices. And I highly recommend any of these games if you have not played them, if you've heard of them, but you're thinking like, oh, I don't know if I'd like it. JRPGs are not for everybody, I know that, but these games are just amazing. Again, thank you so much for subscribing, for commenting. I love reading comments that I get, so keep commenting again if you want to give me suggestions for future videos, and just thank you for all the support. It's been so like mind-blowing. I have more videos in the works. Some of them are a little further out, some of them are like bigger projects. For instance, I'm kind of converting my closet back here. We actually just painted it today. We're converting that into a gaming nook / office space, and so I'll have a video going through how I kind of transform it from just a boring closet, if that's interesting at all. I was also thinking about doing a video on the importance of physical media and how I am starting to collect more games and also DVDs and stuff like that, and why I'm collecting them, I guess. So if that interests you at all, let me know, and I can do videos like that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting, liking. I think I've already said that like 5 times now, but I really appreciate it. So thank you, and I'll see you next time.